Welcome back to Vicky 3 Academy. I'm Walker, and here we are in our Mandate of Heaven campaign. So this is sort of an exercise in trying to discover ways to play the game while not necessarily being like cutting-edge liberal. In fact, we're mostly going to be pretty conservative. We've brought the industrialists in, and we've done a little bit of management in regards to our leadership down here, because I think that especially in 1.1.1 in the new legitimacy rules, I think you need to pay very close attention to the personal ideologies of your characters in-game. So we right now are just doing a lot of construction. We probably can do even more construction. Yeah, we're trying to build Japan up as quickly as possible because we got tons of money, tons of power. I think yeah, in general, whenever I get one of these events, I always want to just take the technology. It's almost always the best way to go. The Komei restoration. So here we need to do industrialize Japan. So we need urban centers, building levels greater than or equal to 5. We are fortunately getting tech spread on percussion caps. With skirmish infantry and shrapnel artillery, Qing will become a much, much easier target for us to bully, because their army is going to be a lot bigger than ours, kind of no matter what. But if we can make our army much stronger than theirs, at least in 1.1, because of the morale rework, we should be able to destroy them. Once we get oligarchy on the books, we'll probably go ahead and switch in to laissez-faire. It's not going to make us any stronger in regards to our ability to push to do the Komei restoration, but I think it's just going to be so much more money for us because of the capitalist investment pool and the loan interest rate that we need to get it on the books. So now we've got the Buddhist monks and the industrialists and the armed forces together. I want to find a way to get the petit bourgeoisie to be strong enough to be non-marginalized, though. So we're going to need to come up with a solution there, because I really do think that'll be very strong for us. If bureaucrats are going to have a reasonable attraction to the petit bourgeoisie, then we might be able to get them pretty strong by just suppressing the intelligentsia. Ooh, sweet, we got oligarchy. Oh, in order to go into laissez-faire, we need to get out of isolationism. So we would need to go into mercantilism first. This will open us up to trade, but that's okay. I don't mind. If we just get into mercantilism and then migration controls, then we'll be in good shape. But I'm going to do migration controls after we do laissez-faire, because this is going to blow the doors off of our growth. We're going to get so much cash. I mean, yeah, you're right. You are correct. We are in fact favoring the industrialists over you, Shogunate. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Are you surprised? You know I despise you. Mercantilism is going to make us so much money once we can do some trade. We are going to need to dramatically increase our amount of ports, but we can do that. Ports are good when you can do trade. Ports are pretty bad when you can't do trade, which is why rails is so unbelievably important as Japan, is that it's going to be tricky for you to get out of isolationism pretty early. I think we want to take control of Angkor Wat as soon as we can, and I think we want to take control of the Forbidden City as soon as we can. Look at this. Plus 50 authority, plus 20 legitimacy from including the head of state and government. Ooh, baby, we are going to have so much. And also, now that we're in oligarchy, we have pretty reasonable legitimacy. Ah, good. So now we have a moderate in charge of the Buddhist monks. Wow. Yeah, we really have a lot of laws that we want to be working on. We got so many laws that we need to change, because we want to do mercantilism, we want to do laissez-faire, we want to do colonial affairs, and we need to do migration controls. My God, the stars. I think we're going to go ahead and just focus down this military stuff. I want to get breech-loading artillery, because if we have breech-loading artillery by 1866, then we should be able to just thrash China. Now, when we pass mercantilism... when we pass mercantilism... When we pass mercantilism, finally, eventually, 82%, the number of things... So this is why law work is like so important, I think, is that it's unreliable. You can end up in situations where like you do everything you need to do in order to hit the rolls that you need to hit and then just get completely screwed. It's EU4, right? But that's okay. That's I think part of the game. But we are going to start actually picking up some debt here because of our failure to enact mercantilism. But I'm not afraid of it really anymore, because a little bit of debt we will eventually hit laissez-faire. We will. And once we hit laissez-faire, we will have such an enormous investment pool, just money coming in. So that'll allow us to pay down our debt really, really fast. So it's okay. Especially because in the event that we want to pay down some of this credit while still building, we have $1 million in our investment pool that we can spend on agricultural buildings, which might make sense. We might want to just do some agriculture in Tohoku, because we do need to do something up here in order to get it up to higher urbanization. We're gonna come in a little low for GDP because we did fight some civil wars, but I think considering that we're gonna be playing with no intelligentsia all game, I'm not mad with where this is. The thing that I'm most upset about is that the industrialists have found a way to outmaneuver the devout. So we are going to need to take care of the industrialists at some point. But that'll be down the line. That'll be down the line. For now, the Buddhist monks are going to tolerate this combined alliance, because it's still sort of like a combined conservative alliance. Industrialists, Buddhist monks, armed forces, and peasants is our government right now. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever even thought about doing that. Mercantilism, please, don't make me look stupid. I need to get onto laissez-faire. I could be building so much faster. Like, I could be building so much faster if we just... Oh, thank God. All right, we got mercantilism. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and switch into laissez-faire. That is going to make the peasants resist it. They're at 9%. Yeah, all right. Peasants, thank you for joining the government. Goodbye. So I'm moving out. Now we do have trade, so we do need to be aware of that all of a sudden the AI might start interacting with us. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set all of the things that I want to make sure that we have as much of as possible onto export tariffs. So this preserve agrarianism movement is actually pretty scary because it can get in the way and cause stall chance here. So we're kind of rolling the dice on this. If we get an advance or a debate, that would be really huge. It's about a third chance, though, that we will get a stall chance, which unfortunately there's not a whole lot we can do other than just try to roll laissez-faire. We could be working, I guess, if we really do stall, it might not be bad to bounce over and do colonialism real fast to just get that on the books. That might be the right way to go. Or we can do a plus 15% chance, which I will gladly do. Yeah, because if that's the other side of it, is that if we can start pushing up our success chance here, then we'll make it a little easier for us to fix this. We might even be done with all of the journal entries by the end of the episode. It just kind of depends on laissez-faire, because this is going to be the hard roll because of the opposition movement. No, sorry, industrialists, you are cool, and I'm happy to be working with you, but there is no way that you get to control the Buddhist monks. This is something where you could, I'm going to do a corn laws video later, but you could potentially make use of corn laws here. I'm just being stubborn and I'm not doing it. I don't want to bring I don't want to bring the landowners back ever. Come on. Give me a laissez-faire roll. Give me a roll. Give me a roll. Paired poorly. God, it's be agony. So we have a little bit of a famine going on right now. Oh yeah, laissez-faire. We got it. Third roll. Fourth roll? Fifth roll? I don't know, some number of rolls. But we could do migration controls now, and that would be all we'd need to get out of Sakoku, right? Yeah, that's all we need to get out of Sakoku. Yeah, we'll drop our taxes a little bit, because our standard of living is still a little low. I mean, look, the Japanese people are willing to sacrifice because the Buddhist monks have led us where we need to go, right? That's what it's boiled down to. Enact a parliamentary republic. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy if you think that we're ever... Look at the flag. If you think we're ever giving this flag up, you're insane. We're going to be a theocracy the entire game, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, we just need to make sure that we keep our industrialists powerful. Because right now, with powerful industrialists, we're getting a 20% investment pool contribution, which is going to be really, really powerful for us in terms of our income. Yeah, migration controls, a renewed Japan. Oh yeah, you know we're going to get Japanese military reform, 15% weekly innovation gain multiplier for military. Well, we were going to work on non-military techs, but now... That means that after breech loading artillery, we could just pile points in here on the the military side. If we can get up to trench works, we can just completely dumpster the Chinese. That would be pretty funny if we had trench work in like 1870. Every war against the Chinese would be easy. Doesn't matter how many more pops they have. But yeah, we can do colonial exploitation now. Don't you guys understand? This is about the border war. You can't form these movements to oppose things that are going to help a border war. Oh, it looks like revolutionary Great Britain is actually going to lose to Victoria. That's really surprising because they did take the majority of the country with them, but I guess the allies of the UK are probably going to push them over the top. Yeah, that's almost certainly what's going to happen, but it's going to be a serious civil war over there. All right, so running alongside the development of this colonial exploitation, Japan is ready to begin its emergence onto the grand stage. We are going to go ahead and start a make vassal diplo play against Mindanao. Well, if Spain is going to do me the favor of being dumb, then we will go ahead and try to take all of the Philippines. Oh, no, we will just force recognition from Spain. Holy crap. If they're going to give us the opportunity to do recognition here, we will. My god, is Japan going to gain recognized status in this episode? That would be really sweet too, because if we gain recognized status, then our debt interest is going to like disappear. And then we can really start building. So now we're just gonna start doing some naval invasions and see what we can use our new fleet for. So we have defeated Mindanao, and now all we need to do is naval invade Puerto Rico. Let's go. Yep. And if we can just hold on to Puerto Rico, I think we can get recognition from Spain in this war. That would be huge. Hey, Russian Sakhalin. Oh, you jerk. You jerk. All right, fine. You're going to be like that, Russia? We'll fight you. Russian Hokkaido as well? All right, Russia. You are really asking for trouble now. We are going to fight. We're going to have to fight Russia. There's no way we're going to tolerate their presence on our islands. But fortunately, they're involved in a war with Austria right now, and it doesn't look like they're doing very well. So we might immediately move from demanding recognition from Spain to attacking Russia for control of these territories. That might not even be crazy. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of convoy in naval raiding. They're down to 7% market access in Cuba due to us naval raiding them. That's pretty funny. What's going on in the Philippines actually? They're at 0% market access. All right, cool. Well, you know, if Spain's gonna be annoying and make us do this stuff longer, then we'll be annoying right back and just sink all of their supply. As an unrecognized major power, you see you have 50% bonus loan interest rate instead of 50% less. We also have the tax spread penalty. So like getting recognition here is going to immensely jumpstart not only our economy but also our technological advancement. I would love to get National Guard or secret police. Actually, is probably what we want. National Guard would be helpful when we're fighting China because the extra conscription rate would be neat. But I think we do want secret police. So yeah, let's build up some more bureaucracy and then get secret police. That's cool. 26% of our pops are radical. Well, yeah, that makes sense. And now we get infinite ports. Russia, you colossal idiot. You are gonna suffer for this. You're not even gonna have the ability to resist us either, because your entire western flank is gonna be getting overrun here. So yeah, as soon as we're done with Spain, we're gonna have the Russo-Japanese War, but like 40 years early, because we're gonna take this stuff from them. They're, like, how dare they start colonizing on our land? Absolutely ridiculous. There we go. Capitulation. Recognize Japan. Hell yeah. We are a major power right now. We're not quite a great power, but we'll get to great power very soon. In fact, it might even be beneficial that we're just a major power right now due to the impact that'll have on our infamy, because it means that we can get stuff on the cheap when it comes to the infamy costs. Ooh, 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 ooh. There it is. So Sakhalin has completed its colonization, so now we can fight a war against Russia. So look forward to the first Russo-Japanese War on the next episode of Mandate of Heaven. Once we've defeated the Russians, we are going to begin our great conquest against Qing. All we need to do now... Yeah, oh, whoops, I should have switched over to shrapnel artillery already. Our economic development in this game got screwed up a little bit by some bad rolls on our economic laws, but you can still get your construction a lot higher than this, because we have an enormous investment pool that we're going to blow through. Yeah, look forward to some big-time wars and some big-time economic development in the next episode of Mandate of Heaven. I think that one's going to be really transformational for our society, because I'd like to drive the Russians out of our territory. I'd like to take the Forbidden City. That's going to be our first war goal against China, by the way. It's not going to be liberate or puppet or whatever for Korea. If we get that, great. But that's my primary goal. My primary goal is this baby right here. And then if we can take those, then we're going to need to fight Siam. But because Siam has the Angkor Wat, but Siam is not independent anymore. Siam is now a protectorate of France. So we are going to have to fight Russia, China, and France in very short order, and then possibly even the UK for control of the British Raj. Because after all, this is the Mandate of Heaven. Like this is our natural territory out here. We're not gonna tolerate the presence of any Westerners here. This is Japan claiming authority, claiming spiritual authority over East Asia, and that's what the Mandate of Heaven is all about. We're just trying to take the Mandate of Heaven from the Manchus and then do what we can to keep the foreigners away. All right, that's Walker. Take care.